Hi, my name's Todd. Every once in a while we get a phone call where somebody says their Gaggia Titanium says Ventilate on the display. I'm here to discuss that. That actually a ventilate issue can happen with not just the titanium but just about any machine. What I'll telling you when it says Ventilate is that there's no water moving through a flow meter. A flow meter regulates how much water goes through from the reservoir through the pump under your coffee or for your steam or hot water. If there's no water moving, the computer board senses it and it puts it in a ventilate mode. There's a few reasons that could happen. One would be is if for some reason you get no water flow through your steam wand or steam or hot water, depending which mode you're in. If there's milk up in there and that's plugging it, that could happen. So the pump goes on, no water moves, goes into ventilate. If the brew group is plugged up and no water flows through the brew group, when you hit the brew button, grind tams and goes to brew but nothing happens, you could say ventilate. In those two particular instances, most likely the pump will be very, very quiet before it goes into ventilate because it's under high pressure. The other would be is if you get an air bubble into the pump. And that's really the one we're here to discuss today. To get that out, we have to do what we call a manual priming. Well, before we get to that, I want to show you a pump. Here's the pump that's inside the machine. If it's not this one, it's very similar. And they're very good at pumping water. They're not very good at pumping air. And so if air's in there, the pump will usually get very noisy and won't move any water. Here's this little rubber valve seat that fits up inside this pump. And sometimes if minerals build up on the end of that, when the pump has air in it, it won't be able to push that open. It'll kind of stick. It'll stick closed. That actually has happened on a few new machines of all brands. And so I'll show you how to do a manual priming to get the air moving or get the water moving and force that open. Now the Gaggia Titanium comes with a little manual priming pump. It looks like this little accordion. If you don't have one of these, like a turkey base or anything you have that can force water into the machine will work. And I'm going to kind of go over well, first of all, let's show you. I put this in the ventilate mode already by removing the reservoir with the pump on, and it just sucked air into it. The way you do this without making a mess, I'll first talk through it and then I'll give you a demonstration. You'll open the steam knob. Well, let's actually fill your pump with water. So, a little more. Okay. You open the steam knob, the pump will go on, remove the reservoir, place it someplace where it's not going to tip over, because they're very narrow and they can make a mess. Immediately place the pump onto here and force the water through under high pressure. I mean, really push on it. And then as soon as it takes that water, turn the switch off on the side of the furnace. On the sides of the, I used to be in the heating business, on the side of the espresso machine. And if it does not take the water, you want to repeat this process. You may have to get a really good firm push on it. If you feel resistance, push harder. Don't be shy. Okay, we'll run through one here and we'll show you how it works. You have to do it relatively quick because as soon as you take the water reservoir off, it won't take long. The machine will notice and it'll say fill water tank and it'll turn the pump off so you can't ventilate it. Okay, let me make sure we're in the right setting. Okay, it's on ventilate. And here we go. Priming pump is full. Steam knob over the drip tray. Open the steam knob. Here's the loud pump. Water reservoir off. Put that on and force it through. And turn the pump up and turn this machine right off. Okay? Now remember, if it did not take that water, do it again. You may have to do it 2 or 3 times possibly. You put the water reservoir on and go through the whole process. And then we'll go up front here and turn the machine back on. This is ventilating hot water. I got the knob open already, forcing water through. And you let it go until you get a full stream there. There we go. That's how it works. So ventilate issues, not a terrible thing. They're pretty easy to fix, and they can happen on all machines. So any questions, give us a call.